away. But if they can come out strong, if, like you say, they get a good start and they play to the level of Fnatic with that early lead, there's a chance they can take this. They really can. And again, I mean, Get Right, if he is over on Catwalk, has been amazing in that spot in the past, and we'll see if he uses it again.
You got to remember, from Captivate to Final, it was all up to the Dust 2 map, really. I felt like if it could have been NiP winning 2-0 in Captivate to Finals, so these teams are very close to each other in terms of how good they are.
Well, pistol round's underway, and Forrest has found the first. NiP want to get in on top of the A site. Flush is going to slow them down just a little bit, but the bomb's already planted. Freiburg, Get Right, they're all going to run back toward the A stairs because they've got vision. They planted it close up, and Alu's just sitting in the corner at the top of connector. Easy kill on JW. Drops out, realizes Flush is also there, dinks him down to 2 HP. So with 3 Fnatic players, they've only got a total of 121 health. Make it less as they... Pronax continues to bleed out, but he does get the shot on Get Right. And in fact, they're going to get more. Exist goes down as well. Alu's still on the backside. They haven't spotted him, and luckily he picks up Flusha because it looked like this could slowly go back the way of Fnatic, and he's going to go for the knife. He gets it. Stylish play. Extra money, and that's beneficial when your op player gets the extra money because now he's going to be able to get to that gun a lot sooner.
And the start at NiP really needed too. They get the pistol round, and just a straight-up play from NiP. Wasn't a lot of tricky plays. They're just going up that A ramp and getting those entries, getting the bomb down, and then they were just playing down towards that A pit. And Alu getting those 3 kills and the knife in the end. Just overall well thought and well played, well executed rush on A from NiP.
And it looks like they're going to group up mid. Get Right's taking a lot of damage from that scout, down to 30. But Olaf's taken equally, or if not, well, in fact, more in exchange. He's down to 11.
This is got to be...
Look at this stack. This is huge. NiP's not reading this. They're coming around the catwalk corner, or are they? They look back. There is a smoke off top connector. That doesn't give them vision, but they're inside the ladder room. Alu's got the bomb. He's there, too. They're walking into this. They do get flushed on the way in. They get another Freiburg with this SMG doing big work, but JW comes back. There's Pronax, and there's a chance for Fnatic because they're all here. They're all waiting. Forrest at least does get Crims in the end, and JW drops, so it's just Pronax. It's not going to work out here for Fnatic, but man, NiP with no read at all on A, walk into 5 players. They only lose 2.
Yeah, but a lot better than I expected it to. I actually expected Fnatic to probably win that with the 5-man stack on B, but they weren't able to get the crossfires going for them, and NiP just picked it apart. And yeah, 2-0 score. Fnatic forced to have an eco here. And NiP taking that early lead and just doing the work that we asked for them to do if they wanna really put a fight here on Mirage.
And it's so funny that we only see 1 AK out 3 rounds in because they're gonna keep these 2 SMGs. Smokes rain over. Alu already pushing past them, and he just spams away. He doesn't even need to keep moving. Doesn't matter how many bullets he's got. He's gonna fire them all off. He'll get the kill. He does drop in the end to JW, who pushed back in through jungle. Freiburg catches them, and now he turns, takes a little bit of damage, but the AK does the job. Flushes down. With the bomb already planted, Olaf is just going to look for exits. He's at the top of middle.
Yeah, we took
no one's going that way.
They nerfed the 80-80 from with the Colt and AK, but now you can do that with the SMGs pretty efficiently, as we saw just Alu do that. So not sure if that's good though.
And Freiburg closes it out. Happy Easter, everyone! By the way, forgot to mention that on our stream. So thanks for tuning in on your holiday,
Easter or Sunday.
I miss my mom. Where's my meal? God damn.
Your soup.
Yep, I would use it. I would use it today, but now we're going to see our gun round. Alu's going to go straight for the op. As we mentioned, he had that knife early, not to mention some SMG kills, so he's got quite a bank to work with. JW's going to get it out on the opposing side.
Yeah, Alu tried to go on a sneaky peek from A slope right away, but he got smoked off, so he was not able to capitalize on that. It seems like NiP is trying to pull off some kind of an A strat here.
That changed 2 things, because Alu actually had JW in A, but that smoke money didn't come out, so JW didn't get the shot. He's late to window. Freiburg already crossed, and then they smoke him off, so JW hasn't had a chance to get any shots off at all, but now he will. It's Exist to drop. He's still looking for more. Flash comes out. He's blinded. He has to fall, and the fire's going to hold him at bay, but it's not smoke. He can still see above that. And if a player comes out of Palace, he's going to be firmly fixed onto them. They've got the force back outside the site. Pronax wants to support in the position where JW is. Crims is still in connector, and NiP has nothing else in their bank in terms of smoke, just those flashes to work with. They will get the last one out onto connector. Onto jungle.
Yeah, that's the problem. They have no smokes left and no control of the site. That's going to leave a lot of room for Fnatic to work with, and here we go. Crims and JW just going to town.
I mean, JW, again, they couldn't smoke him off, so he just shoots above it. Pronax doubles up with the M4, and NiP got slowed down on their way in, and the smokes were already gone. They had no answer. If
you use those smokes so early on, you need to take control of the site with those smokes being in place. After that, it's going to be close to impossible with players like JW or Crims and the likes holding the site. So, too slow of a play from NiP, giving Fnatic the first of the weapon rounds. Another buy from NiP though coming up here. Both teams are on equal terms in terms of money, so this round here it's going to be very important in terms of how this half is going to start progressing early on.
And again, smokes out toward window, so JW can't see just yet. He has tried to body block those in the past. Doesn't get the chance to do it this time. Flusha does start it off in a great play. Reads it perfectly. Falls back off a catwalk. Readdresses the situation at B and catches Forrest, who thought he had safety, and now he's going to go back up. So he's swinging back and forth and catching everyone on NiP. Alu drops next. A hat trick for him.
That was all Flusha this round so far.
Great read. As Get Right will come across in a position on Tetris, but he's got issues as Wolof does a huge amount of damage. He does get the kill in the end, controls that spray, but Crims is able to take him down with just a single bullet from that from Exist. Trading it out, but he's in a 1-on-3 and in a world of hurt. 20 HP left, as that nade did take him down onto red. He wants to jump across here. JW gets flashed in from the team, and it's well executed. Easy kill, double gun round for Fnatic, and we're on 3-2 already.
Yeah, Flasha just going to town. Picking NiP apart from in middle, B apps, then going back to middle. You know, when you're getting 3 kills like that, it's going to be very hard for the T side to do anything about it. And NiP, they're going to be on eco. So far their middle take has not been efficient against the weapons. I think it's going to be very hard for NiP to get control on middle because it's just a dynamic trio there with Flusha, Crims, and JW, who are working the middle from all making it a bit of a triangle of doom there in middle from short and connector and window. So hard job for NiP.
And Flusha again holding the backside of Catwalk. Looking better than Get Right in that spot. As he gets 2 again. And B is shut down. Of course, it was pistols this time, but still, they don't even get a chance to fire them away. This time they will. It's Flusha to drop. Get Right mans up there and takes the P250 headshot. They'll push forward to secure that position, though. No more angle. In fact, they're going to boost JW because they know he's in the corner. There's no way out, and Pronax will push forward. They're going to come around from the bottom side of mid as well. They just want to swarm out these NiP players. They want this round over. They want this to continue as fast as possible. And now we've got a tie game.
Yep, that was interesting to see. How does that round that played out before with Flusha getting 3 kills? How's it going to change the approach from NiP going to middle? Is it gonna make a change? That's a question I have right now. Are they going to approach it differently? It seems like they're going to be smoking off towards middle right off the bat and try and take that control in middle yet again. Meanwhile, seems like Fnatic has actually opted to play heavy on A side.
And it's heavy on A that is the place, but not where the kills are coming down. It's actually Freiburg in mid that falls to Flusha yet again, so 3 straight rounds he's had a kill. He's up to 7. He leads the way. Alu's the only one close. In fact, Freiburg's there as well. He hasn't been contributing late. As Get Right will drop. That's your bomb inside the B site. Alu's left with just the AK. At least he gets 1. That's all off the drop, but he's going to fall out mid. He's not even going to go for this. They've got the bomb down. They've got it secured, and he'll run away and try and save the rifle.
Yeah, they just, again, got picked apart. It is playing Fnatic on this map is never a fun job to do, and it is proving to be very hard for NiP just as well.
Well, the important part was they did get the pistols, so they got those 3 rounds. It makes their job easier later on. Alu's still lurking up, wants to get more, does, in fact, collect Flusha as he was damaged down by Get Right earlier on. He's got the bomb, and he does have time now. He actually does have a chance here, and Pronax is only on 5 HP, so if he can find this kill quickly, there might be a chance. I doubt Pronax is going to peek this, though. He wants to play the angle. It makes this awkward because JW is going to hold him from window. The second JW spots him, Pronax will make a move, and vice versa. Pronax going to see him first. Doesn't even matter. Alu doesn't check it and goes down.
Nice crossfire.
Actually, pardon me, it was JW that got him. I thought it was Pronax from the bottom. He took the first shot. So JW did on the crossfire.
Yeah, nice play from Alu there, though. like making a situation that seemed really undoable into a very doable round. But in the end, JW and Pronax just played it perfectly with the angles and gave Alu no opportunity whatsoever to enter the bomb site. I almost said website. The bomb site and get the bomb down.
HLTV.org. That website. Smokes out on window again. JW limited, but he does have a gap. He did manage to get a block. In fact, it came up light. It came up short. It's down below. So JW's got free line of sight, and that's why you smoke off window when you've got JW hanging out there, because that's a huge 3K for him. Alu responds with one, and JW's looking for more. He's already got Alu dropped, and Olaf's going to rob him of the ace, but who cares? They've got the round, and very efficiently.
Yeah, that was a field day for JW there. Since they didn't smoke off window or failed to smoke the window, it was just him, 3 kills. Racking up those kills, 11-4. It's a statistic at this point, and Fnatic is looking very strong at this point. They're looking like they're going to run with this. NiP, they really need to start building some momentum, building good plays here at this point, because at this point in time, they're just getting picked apart left and right all over the map. Seems like another slow round, though. They're going to be putting a lot more emphasis towards A. They're going to just leave one guy, Freiburg, here hanging in middle. I'm guessing his job is just to make the presses in middle, make it seem like the typical rounds that they've been running, and then pushing that A side.
And Olaf's already found Get Right. Nade will go deep. Actually lands above the wall, so doesn't really do much damage at all. Although enough. Yep, Olaf is down to 23. As Alu does catch Crims. Nice shot there with the op. Olaf still back at Ticket Booth. Has to spot up more. That second nade just gets out of the way. It takes him down to 17, so only 6 damage dealt from it. But he's got to be so careful. They know he's there, and they're going to Molotov him. Is he going to be alive in the corner? No. It's just barely going to reach. And how sad was it when he just had to sit there and watch his death walk over to him as the Flames catch him out. So now it's down to 3-on-3, and the smokes come in late. NiP will get the cross. Freiburg's already there to go for the plant. Alu's going to wait inside Palace. They want these post-plant positions early as Freiburg gets back the sandwich. Caught by Flusha. Inside the site, and he's going to try and come over top of it. Spam shot coming out from JW on the quick peek. Hasn't hit up Alu yet, although Forrest has caught out both of them. In fact, Pronax drops, and it's all left to JW. Huge in the last round, needs to do it again. Tries to come forward toward Tetris, and he's going to get caught out. Forrest times his peak perfectly, and NiP get a gun round going their way. Yeah,
and they really needed that too. And just another showcase of, as we spoke, Alu is really comfortable on this map, and he made a situation that seemed very grim for NiP, to be honest with you, into a doable situation. And then you had the force of Forrest picking up the leftovers and sealing the deal for NiP. And they're putting in a nice situation now. They have the possibility of breaking Fnatic's money should they win this round, and that would really leave this half wide open in terms of how it's going to pan out.
So we'll see ops out on either side. We've mentioned how CT side, whoever gives up the least amount of rounds, chances are going to win, but this is the first map we can actually say where Fnatic's a little bit more CT-sided in the way they play it. Of course, they love a mid-presence. They love to try and crack open connector to take A when they're attacking, but this is the first time we've had a team that we can say, all right, finally they're defensively oriented. That might be what pushes them over the edge here, but already 4 rounds going to NiP. It might be same old in the end. Nice spam. Flusha actually gets the kill. He only takes a little bit of damage in exchange. It's not often we see that spot work, but it looks pretty when it does.
Yeah, and it seems like NiP is opting to fall back, and they're going to be doing an A execution anytime soon here. With 45 seconds on the clock, they need to speed things up, and the next kill or so is going to be the entry. It's going to be very important from NiP's perspective. They really need that to have any interest, and Olafmeister here is going to be a key player for Fnatic's defense, playing pretty pushed up here under Balk.
Well, that's the thing. He's forward of the smokes. Alu will catch JW, and they're going to check it. Get Right finds him. And again, those smokes will hold out Flusha. They spam through. Freiburg actually catches him, so easy bomb plant going to come in. Crims is on this big flank. Might catch Freiburg as he falls away, but he's checking it. He's aware, and Crims goes down. It's all Pronax that's left, and NiP back-to-back gun rounds tie it right back up at 5.
Yeah, got to hand it to NiP. Nice composure there. Alu again coming up huge, getting that pick. Killing JW, who was, I believe he was opping CT spawn, and then, like I called it out, Olafmeister he was an important player there in Shadow, but he wasn't able to deliver, going down right away, and that just opened up the again, almost again I said a website, the bomb side totally for NiP, and that was pretty much it. Pronax having to save, and Monday's situation is not that great. Knowing Fnatic though, they may be forced buying in this situation. That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. They have 4.5 in Flusha, 3.8 on all of Meister and so forth, so, and a weapon to work with. But do they see or feel like the risk is worth taking?
Well, that's the big gamble.
They are.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. In fact, JW is going to go for the MP9. So they'll take the SMG to try and build their economy back up. Excuse me, as Pronax does find Exist to start things off, and that's your AK. So now this might actually work for them because they've got just enough firepower to take the advantage with Alu also weak on that op. Smokes out short on Cat. This tries to let them cross over. They'll smoke it out late. JW drops. There's the drop play. This time he doesn't have the op, excuse me, and Forrest catches him. That evens it right back up. Flusha might get Forrest in return, though, because he's on 12 HP now. He's going the back way. He's not going to come forward in apartments. He's actually going to fade away as Freiburg still lurks in mid.
I think that's going to give him a lot of information, NiP, that Fnatic is really on a force buy, and they're going to be cautious at this point, NiP, on the lookout for aggressive plays for Fnatic. Freiburg, though, a huge killing connector, opening a lot of the map, giving a lot of control on the A, and Crims is in a really tough spot here.
They're so low. They're all so low. And with an AK and M4 just spamming away on them when they enter. Oh, but Alu up close. Huge no-scope. Crims does go down. That makes it a little easier, but Pronax makes it a little harder as he takes Freiburg immediately back in response. Smokes come out high on the top of the stairs. Bomb's already down. And it's a man advantage for NiP, but again, so low on HP. Easy shot onto Alu. He's out. They just have to play the positions. They've got to bait this timer. It's their only way to win this round at this point, as Flusha and Pronax both entering from the jungle side, and they've caught Get Right. Easy shot through the wall. Forrest smoked off. The question is, do they hold this defuse? The nade's going to go out. It doesn't catch him. They know he's there. Now they get on it. No kit. It's going to be Flusha holding it with no kit, so this gives Forrest a chance, and he gets the first kill, but Flusha gets him. No kit. That's the key. He can't get it.
Nice
and this
play.
means NiP do escape a very awkward force buy from Fnatic.
Yeah. Just a nice play from Forrest there. Just goes to show that experience that he has just showed in that round. He just played it perfectly. And wow, nice play. Back and forth. This is going back and forth, and it's becoming very entertaining. I feel like, yeah, this is the point where Fnatic is going to just say, all right, we're just going to let NiP possibly get on 7, and we're just going to save, and we're just going to whip out the proper weapons next time around and close down the map afterwards.
So they have the lead now on the T side, and Get Right takes Flusha. He knows he's being aggressive on the catwalk. He gets across middle. JW can't answer it with just a pistol, so he gets the free angle. Now they've got the 2-man advantage, and Alu just holding, waiting for JW to walk around the corner. He does so, and he falls immediately.
I believe we've had not that long ago an NiP Fnatic match on Mirage where NiP went pretty huge on T side, but still Fnatic came back to win it on either 16-14 or on overtime.
And that's the thing. It's double-edged for Fnatic on this map. They can do it on both sides.
So, in that sense, nothing is lost.
Olaf does get Alu. Fakes out this defuse, but he obviously can't hold. No kit. Freiburg was still close enough. He would have fallen back and checked it. So bomb will detonate. Get Right gets one more on Crims. And in fact, Olaf goes down to the bomb in the end because he didn't have much to hold on to. So farewell, cruel, cruel world. In 7 rounds now, NiP, they could actually win this half.
Mm-hmm. We have, now JW has the op again, so that's probably, they're going to be playing probably more heavy in middle again. Him being in that window area.
We'll see if he can get there. Because again, they've been smoking him off well. In fact, the only round they failed to smoke him off, we saw what happened. Huge 3K from him. So it's essential that they do so. Freiburg wants to spam away. That smoke, close smoke on Cat, again, does let him walk over to the boxes a little bit more easily. It also blinds up Flusha, who's going for the counter peek.
Yep, but not a lot to be found for JW at this point because Fnatic, NiP is just not going to be bothered with middle. Instead, they're just lurking around on the other sides of the map at this point, and the bomb is towards B at this point. See if that's an indication of a P push coming. putting Pronax in a position of a lot of weight on his shoulder, together with Flusha.
And Flusha's been wise in this spot. He has read it well. He has fallen back to cover off the reverse angle on the windows quite quickly.
And he's been a monster so far, just winning some of the rounds here that Fnatic has. So he's going to be key in this situation just as well.
And he's heading back there now. There was no read at middle, but it's timing. He's going to fall into the site. They smoke him deep, though. All of those smokes over top completely cut off Catwalk, so he has to force himself into the corner on the back side of the site. Pronax now has to come up huge on the entry because Crims is going to join, but it's going to be late, and Pronax already goes down. Crims does get there. He trades it. Flusha finally through the smoke, and he finds two. Exist goes down, and NiP are getting absolutely annihilated. I didn't think that was going to happen at all. I thought when Pronax dropped, it was going to be easy for them to walk in, but Fnatic shows off complete composure, and they'll get back into it 7-6.
Yep, the thing is that Fnatic bought so much time for the rotation to come in with the Molotovs and the flashes in B apps. So that was pretty much what won them the round. That the rotation was able to come in, and then Flusha obviously getting those kills contributed a lot to it. So it didn't really matter as much that Pronax went down because of all the time that was spent because of the Molotovs and the flashes that Fnatic threw in the apps. And so just a nice play from Fnatic there. And yeah, they are picking up the slack at this point.
And Crims will catch you out, get right. And there's your connector play where he gets a little more aggressive, although he's over toward A. My mistake. He's actually up toward Palace. Olaf's going to get a little more aggressive. Alu's smoked off. That smoke's gone. And it's going to be a nade to land just beside him. Doesn't do much damage at all. Only 6.
JW gathering a lot of information in B apps right now. He's pushed up the kitchen all the way. He's got Forrest there waiting in B apps though, so he could be caught up.
And he hears him. Forrest is going to hear him because he's running. He drops down. Forrest knows he's there. He doesn't have able to get the shot, but he knows he's here, and it's an easy kill in the end. That brings us back to 3-on-3. Pronax has to hold this B apartment. Now Forrest is going to be running in that direction to try and hold this site, but the bomb's still all the way back at T-spawn. Alu has to get there fast. He does now, but they got to make the decision still. Because if Forrest gets there and hasn't been in the site, realizes Pronax is going to be joined by Crims, then they have to switch it back to A.
They're just dancing back and forth. No one spotted no one.
And Exist is actually going to wait at the top of Overpass because that might be exactly what happens. And this might be your invitation to do so as Crims does catch Forrest. Alu's got his back turned. Is he waiting for the team flash from Exist? I'm not 100% sure what they're looking for because Exist only has the smoke. And they're already smoked off themselves. 20 seconds left to work with. Crims is fading. They are trying to read this in reverse against NiP.
Yep, the time is running out though. NiP needs to make this move.
And they're going to come in. Exist already drops down. Pronax hears him but hasn't found the shot just yet. He's waiting for the angle and Exist gets the better of it. So now they've got a chance, although Crims is already there. He will get the shot with the M4 onto Alu. Excuse me, and Exist up close drops to the USB. Crims with the patience, just holds the angle, knows he has to be on top of the bomb still, and they'll get back to 7-7, but NiP damage already dealt. Heading into the last round, though, they won't have a whole lot. They'll force out, obviously, but
yep,
this has already been a good half for them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to be happy with at least getting that 7 mark. No, it's going to be tough for them having to force buy. See if they're just going to run a simple execution with those smokes that they've just bought. 3 smokes, that should be enough. They can smoke off connectors, CT spawn, and on top of the stairs. Seems like at this point that they are setting up for a push. Here we go.
And the push comes in. It's get right on the entry. Olaf drops. They get the bomb plant. They don't even have smokes on the backside. They just walked in with force and took the site away from Fnatic. Stealing candy from a baby, that's not something you'd say with Fnatic. They're no baby, they're a monster, and they want back in. They want this site to be theirs, and it's going to be Pronax on the backside, the first one around. Gets spammed away, though, can't come in. Freiburg's going to play your passive angle. These nades are going out, though. NiP's in an awkward situation where there's 2 of them stuck on top of the CT stairs, and they're coming in from connector on the backside in Fnatic's position. Get right does find Pronax. JW over the top. That's Freiburg to drop, but NiP just sweep them, completely drop them as they try to come back across, and Forrest with the double. They win the half.
Yeah, and it was like the fact that Fnatic played it very middle heavy on that round, which basically left 1 guy on the site, and the pick was made from Get Right, got the entry kill, and there we go. Just a nice play from nice play from NiP for sure.
Yeah, huge play. I mean, they walked in, Get Right hitting that first shot meant that they didn't even have to smoke off the backside. Like I said, they walked in and took the site. They literally just said, that's ours, we want it, we're going to plant it. They had the bomb down within 5 seconds of that first entry kill. So
Yeah.
they went in with force. It wasn't even like, okay, we have a pick, now we can go. It was, no, we're going regardless of the pick.
Yep.
And it works for them. So 8-7, NiP already up 2-1 in the maps, and looking like they're in a good position. But again, CT side, not always strong for them. Alu's going to have to be big, and we're going to have to keep it locked on how they're going to play Get Right. If they unleash him over at Catwalk or hoard him back over toward the A site. And out of spawn, it's actually Forrest heading toward B. So I know it's pistol round, but that's an early read. Maybe it is going to be Get Right on A. He's gone back to these Swedish dualies. He's going to wait. He's waiting. Oh, so patient. He gets 2. Get Right, so smart. But Freiburg does get JW before Crims goes back. And now it's all on to Crims. They don't check underneath the balcony. How foolish of Fnatic. And that means the bomb goes down. That's the very best win they can get out of this. They'll get some money, but they're swarmed. Alu, easy shot.
Just goes to show what a small mistake can really do to a round. They didn't check the spot. Get Right, capitalize on the opportunity. Gets those 2 huge kills, and round is pretty much over at that point. NiP claiming their, I think they won the T-pistol round 2, right?
They did.
Yeah, so chances are they're looking really strong here at this point.
And that means they've won the majority of the pistol rounds tonight as well, because they won both on Inferno as well.
We see Fnatic throwing, yeah, they're training some weaponry here. I think they just threw, yeah, they threw JW and AK. Olfmeister has a Galil. Pronax with a Tech 9 and a Crims with a Deagle. Then Flush also. So they're doing a lot of a big of an investment in this round. Pretty much all going all in on the second round, the second half. Not working out too well though, as Freiburg just mows down JW and Crims on B.
And that gives them back the advantage. Of course, Olaf does have this Galil that he bought up, but he gets taken down. SMG wins the duel. Exist gets the kill and the money.
Questionable plays from Fnatic this round. I mean, it seemed like they had no plan whatsoever. They just bought up or dropped the weapons, but then just sort of didn't do anything with it.
And this is actually when Fnatic looks the weakest. You're dead right. That was entirely questionable. There's no reason to force it that early. They did get the bomb plant. They could actually have a more sustainable buy this round if they want to. Yep. And this is what caught them on TSM in the first qualifier when they lost their chance to get into Bucharest already. When TSM beat them, they threw away their economy. They literally just gifted 7 rounds in a row to TSM on Inferno. Yep. And it was exactly like this. It was by getting over aggressive with purchases.
Yeah. And that can be very costly. That's for sure. Now we see them on a full eco. NiP, if they manage to get away with as little casualties as possible, they're going to be racking up a bunch of money in their bank. Forrest already with 1.2k more to work with those 2 kills with the MP9.
And again, they've got nothing. No armor, no nades. Can't do anything at all after that last round. So Forrest gets dinked up, though. He's down low HP, and in fact, they will drop him. So
he's just
bit of a win, but Alu throws in the Pokeball. That catches out J-Dub, and it's all Pronax that's left.
Yeah.
And he's not left anymore. Alu's going to find him.
Forrest just went on a full pub mode, just running him, mowing him down. All right, here we go. Now, a Fnatic really needs to stand tall and make sure that they're in this match. They really need this round, I feel like, and especially with the money situation being as it is for NiP, definitely need to at least get a lot of kills in. Getting down to a 1-on-1 situation, even if they don't win the round, they need to get the trades going and make sure that they're going to be making a dent in NiP's back at this point.
JW's already gone for underpass, wants to get up close with this AK, but there's no one directly inside the connector right now. Get Right's actually on the backside of A, and Exist is up close underneath Shadow, so they're playing it passively. That could catch them out if Fnatic read this, but Alu's going to fall off early, and Forrest will join him coming in through vents now as Get Right wants to get even more aggressive. He's going to work this with Exist. They'll go in together. Quick pop flash. The right click. It's going to catch out Pronax massively. He's entirely blind, and it's an easy kill from Exist. Great read. Great push. And Olaf's home alone at Palace right now. The rest of Fnatic in mid, they have smoked off window, so Forrest won't spot them just yet. But regardless of what kills they get, the bomb's down at T-spawn. They've got to go back for it, and Exist is going to make that harder, as Olaf would have been your swing player, so now Crims has to fall off of mid.
Fnatic just getting picked apart at this point, one by one. First Pronax and Olafmeister. They're just not hitting their shots as well as NiP is right now. That's the biggest issue for me. Like, they are playing with a way where they're going to be relying a lot on their individual skill and their ability to hit their shots, and they're just basically not hitting their shots. And 12-7 for NiP at this point. Firmly going for a win in this map at this point. There's no denying that. A lot of money in NiP's back as well. So
and look at Get Right picking up that auto sniper. See if he can use it to good effect. That fire is going to slow down Fnatic's push. They want into B, and it's going to be Pronax to drop first. Forrest actually gets him.
Through the wall as well. Kitchen.
Second time we've seen that used. This time it does go to the defender as well, but here it comes, Fnatic, and they're so strong when they've got these guns out. They're going to rush in. The skill is all in their pocket, but they won't be able to get it. The firepower too strong as Forrest switches over to the USP, and the rifles are doing the damage. They're all down and out, and it's 3 to go for NiP. Series point is getting closer and closer, but again, Fnatic, they're going to go to this double op, and they are so scary when they get that out.
Yep. NiP, though, at 12K, 10K, and 12K for Exist, Alu, and Freiburg. So the bank is looking very hefty for NiP at this point. Fnatic really they really need to start racking up rounds here in terms of pretty much any aspect possibly you can imagine, since they're down 7-13 and everything's just not going their way at this point. But Crims, though, getting that pick on Alu. I think they were just going to look for the right time to ball flash from window to underpass and then Alu peek out, but it didn't happen fast enough, and Crims capitalizing on it.
Pronax goes down. Freiburg gets the kill. Exist is going to catch Crims as well. He was looking for that shot, but Crims read him. Or pardon me, Exist read him, so gives him another advantage. Freiburg's on 6. If they can catch him off at B right now.
Yep, Olaf Meiser's just trying to lurk here from A slope, trying to get a pick on A. He really needs to get one too.
And flushes inside connector.
Yep.
So JW knows they've got somewhat of an established presence on that A site, at least a way in. So he'll grab bomb, head over toward them. And Fnatic, oh, Flusha, he's already pushed through. He already finds Exist. You're never going to fool Flusha when he already has you funneled out like that. And that brings it back to 3-on-3, plus A site still in their control. And Flusha wants more. He's going to go back for the same angle. Forrest knows he's coming, and Forrest gets the better of him this time. So he does take him down. Olaf finds one. There's your double op. It's JW into Forrest immediately after he exits out of the jungle. And it's a wild Freiburg that comes out from that position next. He's only got 6 HP, and this round's going to go to Fnatic. They will bring themselves on to 8. And they're going to pick up this auto sniper as well. So look out, NiP, Fnatic. Not done yet. You're never going to rule Fnatic out until you've actually won the match.
Another example of how instinctive Counter-Strike is a huge factor in this. Flush is just reading that play correctly and pushing out a connector into jungle and getting that kill on Exist was basically what sealed, well, what opened the bomb side and gave the opportunity to Fnatic. So again, the numbers were not in Fnatic's favor, but they were able to capitalize on the players just doing the right instinctive calls and hitting their shots. Those two little small details. Those are things you cannot teach anyone. Those are things you either have or you don't.
And Flusha was extremely wise to push into jungle to get that rotator. Alu's going to open it up this time, so JW does drop. Not able to come around the corner as quickly anymore. Perhaps has a factor in that kill, and Exist will catch out Flusha. So 2 men up for NiP right now. Fnatic need to find a way back in. Olaf's going to have this op. He's smoked, but it's going to go away as soon as he arrives. So there is a chance for him, but Get Right pre-fires the corner. In fact, takes him very low. He's into red HP already. 19 for Olaf. Pronax, meanwhile, lurking toward B, does have bomb. Freiburg's the one that's going to be holding it. And he's slowly falling off the angle because he knows as time expires, there's more and more likeliness that they will arrive on his position. And there's your counter flash. They push it forward. Pronax overlooks him. I don't think he saw him. He drops down. He has to check this. He comes out with his back exposed. And Freiburg gets a free one. Pronax, a slight mistake that costs them. And Olaf gets 1 kill, but that's all they'll get afterward. As NiP find themselves on 14, and Fnatic are making small mistakes that are costing them massively right now.
It's just a matter of inches, really, right? So it's like, not really sure if you can even call that an error. It's just bad luck, more like, now catching that. And at this point, NiP is just poised to win this map too and qualify themselves. We have a broken buy from Fnatic. Alu coming up with an opening kill on Flosser right away. That's going to make it even harder for Fnatic to do anything at this point. And just NiP's looking very, very solid here in Mirage today.
Olaf wants to peek it from the corner. Wants to get the first shot with the AK, does so. Catches Alu out. He was looking in the underpass that time, so 1 up now for Fnatic. This is something for them to work with. But Flush has been canceled out. He's been dropped as well, and now it's actually going to be JW that drops as well as Exist gets that kill. He's at least going to get back into Get Right. It's all 2-on-3. Make it 2-on-1 as Exist gets one more. Finally, they answer on him. Crims gets him, and Forrest finds him back. So it's match point, series point, and DreamHack Bucharest placement point for NiP.
All sorts of points.
And it's only 1 to go, and another auto sniper for Get Right.
And Fnatic is praying for the Tech-9s to come and rescue them once again.
That's the big thing, because they invested into play for this. They wanted to force it. Yep. They didn't want to play for overtime, and now they're going to have to do so with the pistols.
Yeah, but they put it on themselves, though. They're just... That early buy, I still disagree with it. I think, you know, it just wasn't the right play, and they should have saved.
So Freiburg's going to go for this early delay play with that smoke on Banana because Forrest is pushed all the way up Cat, so he needs to buy himself some time. But Fnatic's coming. They're not going to stop. This is a train of Tech-9s, but Forrest wants to stop them. They line up. He actually gets 2 as Flusha and Crims drop. Olaf as well, and that's going to do it. Freiburg collects JW, and it's 16-8, and we said it was going to come down to a CT side. NiP completely tore Fnatic apart, and